Hello and welcome back to our blind beer tasting tournament. We have finished our qualifiers and are now putting our winners up against each other in the round of 16. Today's the first matchup. My wife has set up the beers completely random, so I will give you the most honest opinion to which beer is the best. Let's get straight into it with beer A first. Now that we're in the pointy end of the business, I'll be taking a few more notes. Beer A is very light. Beer A, there's a fair bit of carbonation. It's actually got a medium amount. It's got a medium amount of carbonation. It smells very yeasty. It's got a bit of a dirty taste. A doesn't taste very clean. Sort of, it doesn't taste great. I don't think A is a very popular beer. I think it's about a mid-strength. My initial guess is I think it's a Hahn beer, and I think of the Hahn beers that moved through to the round of 16, I think it has to be a super dry. Alright, let's move on to beer B. Beer B is a lot dark. It's slightly darker. Slightly darker. Has about the same carbonation. It looks alright. Smell. The smell is very, very neutral. There's no outstanding smell to it. Beer B tastes like Beer B tastes a lot cleaner. It's possibly a light beer. Actually, I think it's a mid-strength beer. Let's go back to beer A. Beer A is not bitter. I think it's very dry. It's not bad to drink. It's got a bit of an off taste to it. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 for this. But I definitely think it is a Hahn Super Crisp. Hahn Super Dry. Whatever the Hahn was that made it through, I think that's what it is. It's not bad to drink, it's quite easy to drink, but its taste just isn't quite as nice as you'd want it to be. I reckon if you got a few of these down, they'd start to taste better and better. But I don't think you'd want to start on these. Back to beer B. And it's still going down very well, beer B. It's not very bitter. I think it will be a dry beer. I'm going to give this beer a 7 out of 10. I think it's a Asahi dry, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was any variety of dry. I think it is the better beer. I think it'll be more popular than this one. I think neither of them are tap beers. They're very easy to drink, but I don't think they would sell a lot at a pub. They'd probably sell a lot in bottles, I think. Beer B is our winner today. It was a very nice, easy drinking beer. Let's reveal what these beers are. Hopefully I can just lift up this box. Ooh, surprising. So we have a Hahn Super Dry, and it is beer B, so we guessed that incorrectly actually. The Hahn Super Dry is our winner, and we guessed a Hahn Super Dry, but we actually guessed it under beer A, so we were wrong. It is this beer over here. This is a mid-strength beer, it's 1.2 standard drinks. I did call both of these dries, so technically this was a dry, so I had that right, so that's a half a point in my favour. Dry just means all the sugar's gone out of the beer basically. Our loser beer A must have been the San Juan, which it's also a mid-strength beer, 1.2. I recall that this wasn't great in the qualifiers as well, so I'm not surprised that it gets knocked out. I'm surprised at how good the Hahn tasted. Thinking back to those qualifiers, the Hahn Super Dry bet the Hahn Super Crisp or the Hahn Ultra Crisp, whatever the Hahn variety was, it was a Hahn head-to-head, and this Hahn was a lot better. So it's, now that I think about it, it's not as surprising that the Hahn beer wins. The San Juan, I'm not surprised lost. I think it struggled to. I'm not surprised that the San Juan lost. I'm pretty sure it only just bet out the other beer in its qualifier. But I do recall the Hahn being a very strong competitor in its qualifier. So the Hahn will move on into the next round. Thanks for joining me for today's beer review. Two mid-strength beers went up against each other. The Hahn Super Dry was the better beer. The San Juan has to be knocked out of the competition. Join me next time for the second matchup. I'll see you then.